Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Teardown and the Greenwash Gambit, where we are back up here for some reason. We've done the exploratory sorts of levels. Ouch. And now I think we're ready to start doing, ouch, some more time-based missions. I assume it's time for those at this stage. Let's see what's up. We need some high-quality anti-gravity crystals. EFO Core already has the crystals analysed, we just need to get their data. And if we can take out their backups, that would be beneficial. Alright then, we should be okay with that. So, using a black hole so close to the planet? Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. That's fair enough. So we want to stop the EFO Core from using their black hole, if at all possible. Gather info on computers in the chasm. And destroy the building where the backups are stored. That sounds fun. So here we are, data mining. Secondary target office. Large fires will trigger the alarm. So maybe this isn't a time limit one again. But this is going to introduce us to destroying large amounts of stuff. Lovely. Shoot the lock off. Okay, so this building is too tall. This laser gun, though, will definitely cause fires if we're not careful. Let's just roam about a bit, see what else is going on. So yeah, one of our targets is in there. Two of our targets are down there. And then we've got to level the building. Aha! And our targets are in fact on a timer. That's... or at least this one is. If we try and pull it loose, then the timer's going to go off and problems are going to start to occur. We could potentially use our foam gun to get up to this one, but with all these crates nearby, we could probably just pile these up and make a staircase of some sort. We're not doing an amazing job of it so far. Maybe if we get these ladders out of the way. Oh wait, there's anti-grav there as well. That might help. Wait, why are we even trying to make a staircase when we could just use a ladder? What if we bring the anti-grav crystal over here a bit? Will that cause the other end of the ladder to fly up into the sky? Maybe? But the ladder might not be tall enough. Okay. I'm thinking this is the last... this is the first thing we grab. And then we make our way back out. That makes sense, right? Maybe we do need our foam gun. So we could grab that, and then we could turn around and race out here. We could get into this little car, perhaps. But then where are we going, exactly? We've already lost track of where the office is. It's down there. Okay. So we could race out, and we could use a little car. Can these doors be opened? They can, that's convenient. So yeah, we grab that, we jump down, we hop in this little car, and we go this way. Which means we want this bugger out of the way, probably. But then... then what? We go this way. And then we just fling ourselves off the bridge and down to there? Maybe. Maybe we don't even use the car, we just do this. What is going on in here? One of our targets is there. A pallet. Cool. We can power up our little robot friend probably. So one of our targets is in there. Is there another target elsewhere? Ah, there's an optional one down there. Okay, so... So potentially we run in, we grab our target, and then we bust out this back wall. Into a boat, and then we turn around and shoot out the supports. And then we drive it over to target the third. Maybe. I think we should be looking at all of the targets before we make any solid decisions on what we're going to do. So this target is just in this room. So we could potentially grab it from here and then come out this way. But then how does that help us get back to where we need to be? Which target is closest to the exit? Because if we come out here... There's an elevator. With no power. Also, that elevator would just be going down anyway, so that's not really helpful. So maybe we start here. And then we drive a vehicle up here to the second one. How quick is this vehicle? It's not the quickest thing in the world. And now it's facing the right way, so we drive it all the way up here. I suppose if we're not really using that car, we could bring that car down there and use the car. And then what would happen if after we got the second one we just dropped off here? We'd survive. And then we drop onto this roof perhaps. And we drop in there and we grab that one. But then we could use a boat if we're going to come down here and ruin this thing. What if we just start ruining it now? Is this going to help? I feel like as long as at least a bit of it's still connected, it should be stable. I wonder if we can bring this entire building down in one piece and it won't actually disturb our friend here. That's possible. So is it just connected at the back here, or is it connected to these stairs? Oh yeah, we've got bombs. That would help, but... Let's see. Okay, that has set the alarm off. Okay. So let's keep this little bit intact over here. And blow up everything at this end and see if it stays standing. Oops. Are you fully disconnected yet? No. Oops. Bloody hell. Bombs. You're the worst. Right, so that looks fully disconnected. Which means the only thing holding this building up now, as far as I can see, is one little voxel over here. Can always save it and double check. Yeah, okay. So now we just need a boat and a way back to where the heck it is we're going. Distinct lack of ways to get back up to high ground that I'm seeing. We've got anti-grav crystals, but if there's some clever way of making like an elevator out of them, I don't know what it is. Potentially we start with this one, and then we work our way up to high ground somehow. But there don't appear to be any boats on this map. We've got the foam gun as well. We've used a bit of it. Do we have enough left? Are there any solar panels about that we can mess with to get the power on? There's a pallet down there. But yeah, I'm unsure if we can turn the power on in any way. I know the home base map told us that we could do it by faffing around with solar panels, but I'm just not seeing any. Oh! That jump didn't go to plan. Do these anti-grav crystals give us boosted jumps if they are close to the edge of something? Because I feel like using them is kind of a good idea, given as they are one of the major gimmicks of this expansion. Let's see. Oop. No, that didn't seem to make any difference whatsoever to my jump. Right, maybe let's tidy this up a bit. Because if this is going to be our not first, if this is going to be like our second or third place to go, then we want to be able to just rush in, do that, and then get up. Oops. Rush in, get up, grab that, jump back down. And then maybe we do just... Yeah. So maybe... I mean, that's going to be causing trouble with our cars and whatnot. So that can sit over here for now. Maybe this nippy little car is the one that we need down here. These bloody crystals again. Oops, wrong gun. Can we push you? No, we can't. Yeah, these crystals are causing more trouble than they are helping. Go on, piss off. It's part one of the plan. Pretty straightforward. We grab that, we jump in the car, we drive up and we grab the second one. It's from there that it gets a bit hairier. Also, before I forget, let's grab that pallet off the elevator. They could be generally useful for things like powering up our little guy, which might give us more tools or something like that. So yeah, we drive up here, we get our second one, we're going up here, and then yep, that seems actually pretty smooth. We jump back down, and then we drop off where exactly? Somewhere around there. We go... We injure ourselves in the process. Run up here. Drop down. Grab the third one. Jump on out. Shoot that. Or do we do that? I feel like staying out of the water is a good idea. So what if we grab the third one and we jump onto this? And we jump back onto the roof. Because we're going up there, right? It's a convoluted plan, but it might work. It's just a case of will it work within 60 seconds? I'm not sure I like that bit. Get off here. What I might just do instead is shoot you out a little bit. Then we go hop, hop, hoppity hop. Then we go hop. The very limited ammo we've got on our foam gun makes me wary. If I had a lot more ammo, this would be great. I would just draw a nice straight line up to where we need to be. See, that's used up a lot of our ammo. And it wasn't exactly what I was hoping to do either. And it's still kind of tricky. Let's reload that a bit. We can do better than that. Oops, that's not the extinguisher. There we go. Although, yeah, if we're going back up onto the roof, maybe we just stack stuff up and climb up that. It's a lazy job. But it could work. If we had planks, it would work. But we could use a bit of foam here, right? There we go. Up. Almost. So we grab that one, and then we go up, and we're back on the roof. I just want to make a little flight of, well, a little ramp is what I want to make. So let's just keep firing towards the base of our existing foam. And then we can hop on there and get up. It's kind of working. So we'll drop another quick save because I like this. And we bounce onto that bit and we're up. And there's the exit. Okay, we've got a route. The question is, can we do it anywhere near time, or do we have to shave some time off? Also, we've got vehicle thrusters. Would that help, or would that hinder? It's anybody's guess. I'm not a good driver. And in the game. Okay, one of them's on the wrong way round, so that's not a great start. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we got quite a way up and then we crashed. That's not great. Also, we still need to destroy the building, so I think we can hit it from the top, which is part of the plan. I forgot to mention that bit. So we survived that. We drop down and grab this last one. And then we hop back up here. This could be tricky, but, well, we've done it. Then we hop up here. And then we fail. Okay, so this bit's going to be tricky. But if we climb up here, and then if we had a bit more time, we could potentially do it. But we can, yeah, we can shoot that down. It's going to require better driving and good platforming. But we have got 8 foam left. So maybe we don't need to be as stingy with the foam. So where do we run into difficulty? We grabbed that one okay. Then we made it up there kind of okay, didn't we? Or did we? Yeah, that's not helped. Okay, that's a bit better. That lets us get out quite nicely. Especially if we clear off a bit more of that. So then, yeah, we drop in, we grab that, we go up, and we're kind of out. Clear out a bit of that just to be on the safe side. Let's try that again. Grab that, and then we go up, nice and easy. Then we go up. Jump across onto that one. And we're up. Then where do we need to be? Over here somewhere. And we pop that. And then we're round and away. This could work. Oh yeah, I've just remembered I can throw things with left click. I'm a teardown professional, everyone. There's probably videos of people online doing this in like 7 seconds. But that ain't me. I'm nowhere near that capable. I think this is more fun anyway, stumbling and bumbling. At least that's my excuse for all this failure. Yep. Okay, that bit went alright. Now we go down. Whee! I feel like I could tighten up that bit of the route with a bit more foam, but we'll worry about that if we have to. We've got 20 seconds left, so I think, barring any terrible platforming, we should be okay. Let's see. Pew, pew, pew. There we go. It says one required is still missing. Why is that? Also, actually, that's quite a long run. Yeah, getting back to the exit there is quite the run. So maybe this plan isn't actually that great at all. What if we grab an anti-grav crystal? And we bring it with us. Over here. And we shoot a hole in the ceiling. Will the anti-grav crystal allow our target to float? Seems like it. Is it enough for our target to float and be grabbed from above? Oops. Maybe not. It looks like we can't quite grab it from here. Because if we save ourselves going into the building... Yeah, we could grab it from there. And then jump up onto our thing. That would save some time. I'm also kind of concerned, though, that the building didn't seem to collapse when we shot at its supports. So let's just drop a quick save and see why that was. What's holding it up? Is it my foam? Something is now stopping that building from collapsing. I haven't hooked it up to the wall, have I? Doesn't look like it. No, there's a definite gap there. The anti-grav crystal's not strong enough to keep a building up tight, I don't think. It's very flammable, this foam. But yeah, that's not connected. So I also don't get why it would set the alarm off. But then the building doesn't fall. It's like, how does that make sense? What if we did things differently? What if we started with this one, then bounced up here, and then made our way across here? Would that be any good? I don't see how it would be. Then we could drive a car down there. We could drive a car back up. No. I feel like this little car, though, might be best off being over there somewhere. Because that final run is quite long. Now let's see if we can't snip this cable. Bring you over here. Lovely. That actually works. And then we'd hop into you and we'd drive you up there. Is this actually going to work? Kinda? Maybe. Do we also just move you forward slightly? Just get you through that first little gap. Yeah, that might help. So because of that, we are going to need the other vehicle again. The one from down here. I'm not terribly worried about that fire alert. I'm more concerned about why the building didn't collapse after we shot it up a bunch. Maybe we need to throw some bombs on it or something like that. Let's give this a quick try. See how we get on. Oh, it's rumbling. It's pretty slow. More boosters, maybe? Yeah, that's too slow. This definitely feels way too slow to be of any use, though. And then if we fail to grab that one efficiently, that doesn't help. But we are going to save time here, right? Because we're just going to drop down and grab that. Then we're going to come on up. Yeah, we're not saving enough time there. So this plan ain't going to work. Is the other vehicle any quicker? Feels like that may have just been slower than just running. I mean, this isn't exactly a quick vehicle either. Also, it seems there's an anti-grav crystal somewhere in the vicinity. Okay. Get out of here, you. You just sit there, for no clear reason. Because I did spot another vehicle. But no, again, that's just a little slow truck, isn't it? Although, Aha! We got another Nippy. Good. This is what happens when you come up with a plan before you've fully explored the map. Turns out your plan was stupid. So we need you in one piece. I shouldn't have put all those rockets on the back of this one before I knew what I was doing. And now I'm completely out of vehicle thrusters. Oh well. We ride. Oh. That stuff kind of got in the way, but that's possibly fine. Up. Ouch. Now. Let's see. Grab that one. And we've fallen in, that doesn't help. We've fallen off, that also doesn't help. Surely that anti-grav crystal's not holding up that building by itself. That's the only thing we've really changed over there, isn't it? Yeah. Whoops. Maybe I should tidy up that mess I've made at the top as well. And maybe the anti-grav crystal is ruining my fun when it comes to knocking down the building. Get those doors out of the way. Maybe get this whole truck out of the way if we can. Are we not allowed to drive the cab anymore? Yeah, we are. Good. Yeah, I think we'll go back to the other plan. And we will get rid of the anti-grav crystal. We've got a bit of foam left as well. Can we do much with that? Because we're dropping off there. Can it serve a purpose here? So don't come all the way around there. We just come this way. We go flop. Yeah, so let's get rid of anti-grav crystal. On the basis that it's probably the culprit that stops this whole thing from collapsing. Probably. So then we'd go back to plan A, which is we drop in, we grab that, then we go up, we turn around, we go up. And then can we shoot it from up here? Not quite, we would have to come around still. Let's just check. If we shoot that now, will it collapse? It's thinking about it. It's definitely loose. But why isn't it collapsing? Is this anti-grav still too close? Yeah, it was that anti-grav crystal. It seems that they've got a hell of a range on them. So, we'll try this version of the plan. I mean, it's still the same plan, it's just slightly refined. Hup, hup, grab that one. Drop into the mincing machine. It's probably fine. Hup. And then up we go. Get snagged on that for no obvious reason. Drop in there, grab that. Good. We're doing alright for time. But we've still got to shoot down this bugger. Good. Hasn't gone all the way into the water by the look of it. Otherwise the plan could have worked. And also my driving was bad. So why didn't it go all the way into the water? It slowly started to fall. Is that anti-grav crystal still too close? Because it's not at all clear what sort of range they've got. There's no handy glowing circle around them to tell you what's happening. But we had no trouble collapsing this bugger into the water before. This one hasn't moved because it's still tied up, so it's nothing to do with that one, you would think. There aren't any others close by, are there? So let's watch it again. "5.9 meters too tall." Is it counting my foam as being part of it? It is. Okay. Interesting. My foam is not part of the building, but it seems to be counting it as part of the building. So does that scupper the entire plan? Or do we just need to trim the foam a little bit? Yeah, okay. The foam is trimmed. Where else can we save time? I don't think we can save a lot here. Yeah, there's another anti-grav down there. I swear these things are more a hindrance than a help. I'm sure they're supposed to be helpful. But no, they just get in the way. No, I want you over here, as far as your little cable will allow. Grab that, and then off. What if we do this? Yeah, that'll save a lot of time. So that's a better route. My driving at the end is still very ropey though, so I still need to think about that. I wish I could get back vehicle thrusters as well that I've put on the wrong vehicles. That would be very nice. What if we also do this? Just straighten up this route a bit. Straighten it up slightly. Let's give it a go. It's going okay. That was slow though. Up. Now we do this jump instead. Up. And it works out okay. Good. Now we do that big drop. Up. Ah. Up. Come on. There we go. I think we're out of time. Oops, wrong gun. That doesn't help. So let's see. Big jump. Good. Drop in. Nice. Now, can we make it onto this first time? We can. Can we shoot that from here first time? No. That's a shame. If we didn't have to run back around here, that would be nice. Why isn't it dropping? Why isn't it dropping? We need to tidy up that bit. But also, once we're on the foam, yeah, we can then just shoot that building into the water. So, where is it? It's there, isn't it? So what if we shoot the corner of this building off? Because I'm thinking, we grab the thing, we jump up onto here, and then we shoot it down from here. Let's see, is it that bit? Yeah, it's that bit. This will save us so much time. And then we'll just botch the driving at the end and ruin everything. I probably said this on my older teardown videos multiple times, but it'd be nice to be able to set a starting checkpoint so I could just blip back to it rather than having to run all the way back every time I make a minor change to my route. Okay. So, this bit seems pretty smooth. And down we go. Grab that. Oh. Can we get onto that? We can. Can we shoot that out? We can. 15 seconds. That is undrivable. Dang it. Let's just try that one more time, and if it doesn't work, maybe we'll try repositioning the car at the end. I could potentially swap the cars around so that thruster car is here at the start, but that, I feel, would be such a big pain in the butt to do that I can't be asked. Can we land in there? Perfect. We can. Can we make that jump first time? Kinda? No. Shit. Which means we're probably failing. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I feel like that car at the end isn't really helping. I think we might have to swap the cars around. Because it's this bit at the start, driving all the way up here, that's costing us a lot of time. And we're out of rocket thrusters for the cars, so... We've also thrown away most of our grav crystals, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm not sure this car is helping even a little bit. Cool. Can probably drive it the rest of the way without too much issue. So let's... We do kind of want it wheels down though, if we can. There we go. Now, Grav Crystal, you can just find somewhere to stay out of trouble, perhaps. Over here somewhere? Now, I heard a splash. That little car is no longer anywhere to be found. This one, though. Yes! Okay, that was unbelievably frustrating, but we've got the vehicle swapped around. Let's see if I can remember what I'm actually doing now. Oh, it's ropey driving, but it worked. That was very dodgy driving. Yump. Now let's see if we can get this bit right. That was pretty skill. Oh. And then we're shooting that down, yeah. Good. We've got 20 seconds though, so we probably don't even need this car. But it is quite a way up. Yeah, I'm wondering if the car is doing more harm than good there. But I think we'll make it. Jeez. That was frustrating. But we got it done. Thank cripes for that. And we got some pellets, didn't we? Let's go feed our little boy. I wonder if it'll give us bonuses. I hope it'll give us bonuses. Where's our pellet room got to? Here it is. So that's saying we can't dispatch any pallets still. But we definitely picked some up. Are they somewhere in the base? That sounded like a crash from something. Something is broken. Was it you? Did you just smash a door open or something? Maybe. Oh no, it's you. What are you doing, sausage? He's not having a good time of it. That's what he's doing. Can we just feed him pellets directly? Do you want a pellet? No, it seems like we can't. We can pick him up though for a cuddle. Oh, look at that bum. Whee! He enjoyed that. I guess we'll try and figure out the pellets next time. And we'll go on another mission. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.